Patrick, yeah, I mean, for the second time this year, he's been yanked early, which he was, I can't remember if it was in the preseason at this point or earlier on in the regular season where Billy kind of pulled him 2 minutes into the game. And now being benched, being demoted, it's kind of lit a fire under him. And I think it's probably for the best, right? Like, obviously, the Bulls starting group was not playing well together. Not to say that was all Patrick's fault. I really don't think that was the case. But Patrick was not playing well. And it was frustrating to everybody, Patrick included. So I think it was good for the starting group, and I think it was good for him to have sort of a change of pace, change of scenery to expand his game a little bit and sort of take some pressure off of each possession where he has to play kind of perfectly. I think that really wears on him, in my opinion. So we kind of got a chance to talk with Patrick after the game and, trying to draw out of him how he was feeling about that. And he's very much like a team guy, team first. I'm going to do whatever I need to for the team, whether it's start or come off the bench. Like, obviously I want to start. Every player wants to start, but like, I understand this is what's best for the team. But, we kept on digging a little bit. And the takeaway that I had was like, I asked him, Pat, like, I know you're a team player. I know what you want to do is help the team win, but part of that is you developing and you taking a step forward. So for you, like, what do you think is the best environment for you to be able to do that? And he said, honestly, like, I want to be able to do both. I want to be able to play alongside DeMar and Zach and Vooch. I want to be a complementary piece to them because they're so good at what they do, and they need somebody who can shoot and play defense and offensive rebound and run the break and get easy buckets, back cutting. But he also knows that he has a little bit more to his game. And I think that's sort of where the disconnect is. It's like, he can't really explore those things at a high enough volume with the starters because those opportunities don't exist. And so now it's a demotion, but he's able to do some more of that stuff off the bench. I think that's where he wants to develop his game. Obviously, he kind of said, like, I don't want to be put in a box. I don't want to be able to I don't want to just be a role player. I don't want to just be, a primary option. I want to be able to do both. But I think this opportunity for him is going to let him stretch his ball handling a little bit. We saw Billy run the first play of the second quarter for him. We saw him run a little bit of pick and roll where he can put the ball on the floor and like make mistakes. He needs to learn how to play through mistakes. And he just doesn't have those opportunities when he's with the starting group. So yes, he should be able to like grab a rebound and run the break regardless of who he's playing with. Like, that's stuff he needs to be able to do. He could be getting 10 rebounds a game. There's no doubt in my mind that he's capable of that, and he should do that when he's playing with the starters or with the bench. But I think there's also, in addition to that, situations where he probably needs to put the ball in his hands a little bit more and see if he can't grow into a role like that, because at the end of the day, that's what's best for him. It's what's best for the Bulls, and it's what's best for the organization moving forward, because they need to know what they have in this guy. And it hasn't worked in the role that he's been in. So maybe try to switch it up and see if you can help him develop in another way. And that's what I've been talking about with like re-engaging him and bringing him back. I think it's really important that they continue to work with him to try to find ways to develop. Sorry, that was a long ramble, but I just think there's so much nuance along with this discussion that gets lost in the he's a bust, it's year 4, and I still believe he can be Kawhi. And like, it's somewhere in the middle, probably closer to the former, but like they have to find ways to teach him how to be a productive basketball player. And if it's not working one way, then you have to be willing to try another thing.